Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Viroqua. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC, as we're ready to bring you a non-conference football action. The Dodgeville Dodgers come to town, and they will be taking on, of course, the host Viroqua Blackhawks. I was talking with someone a little bit earlier here this evening, and I said, well, it's the Orange and Black Bowl. Both these teams decked out. One, the host Viroqua Blackhawks, in their black and orange, white and orange, but typically you'll see Dodgeville with their black and orange as well. We had a chance to take a moment and talk with head coach, new head coach, by the way, Austin Jones. That was a nice conversation that we had. Why don't we take a moment and let's listen in to see what Coach Jones had to say about last week's scrimmage, what he saw and what they were able to develop from that, and what he hopes to see with his Blackhawks tonight. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Viroqua. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC. Well, we have the Dodgeville Dodgers comes down here today in opening game with me, head coach Austin Jones of the Viroqua Blackhawks. And Austin, again, thanks for taking that time out here. I know you're always busy in the first game.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. On top of coaching, everything else that goes into getting ready for the school year, and it's a lot, but it's nice to stay busy.
Yeah, and it's got to feel good in the fact, like you said, you're staying busy, you're out here, you're getting things done that you wanted to do all along, and in some cases it was taken away, but here we are for the first game.
Yeah, it's been a good summer of prep for these guys. We've got a really good group that has put the time in, and I know that they're anxious, they're hungry, and as a coaching staff, I mean, we've been ahead of schedule as far as thinking it's a day ahead this week just because we want Friday to get here. not because we're overly prepared, but we just want Friday to get here and see how everything shakes out.
Sure. Well, speaking of Fridays, last week you had the scrimmage, and now you had a whole week to kind of decipher what you saw, what you liked, what you didn't like. What were some of the things, a couple things that stood out for you, for your guys last Friday?
Well, the defensive side of the ball, we saw some good things out of a lot of guys, and we were able to pick film apart and see where we were not staying home, where we weren't just sticking to our assignments and correcting that. And then on the offensive side, I mean, I told the guys, be patient with me. I'm going to figure it out as we go. And I mean, we found out after last week that we were throwing a lot at them really quick. And so, I mean, going into this week, we condensed the playbook a little bit and decided we were going to just make sure that we did a few things a lot better and not try to spread it out as much and throw as many looks at them.
Okay. Almost sounds like those the baby steps before you start taking the big steps, before you start running and blah, 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 kind of a thing.
Yeah, sometimes and Eric Anderson's been really good at, I mean, being in my ear and reminding me that we've got a group that is fairly experienced. They were here last year, but a lot of them were at the younger level. And even the guys that were here last year, we've got a few guys that have been around for 3 years, but a lot of them, I mean, were new last year as juniors or sophomores. So just reminding me that sometimes we have to start at the bottom, work our way up, not just jump right into it and assume that they all know what we're doing.
What is it that you're going to be looking for from last week to this week with the Dodgers as far as maybe what you wanted to improve on over the course of the week and from what you saw last weekend?
Defensively, just being more assignment sound. I mean, the way that we set our defense up, everybody has a job. I mean, and as long as we stick to the plan, then we'll be fine. We're trying to put guys in the right spot where we have everything covered. Offensively, it's just coming out with more intensity. Every play, trying to win every play. And I mean, I talked to our bigs this week up front, and anytime that we would get in their ear in practice and tell them that they need to bring it this play, they would bring it. So we know that they can. But then just making sure we don't take plays off and trying to get them to understand that they need to find something that motivates themselves and get them to understand they can do it when they want to.
Yeah. That's I think that's an excellent point. They can do it when they decide, and that's really interesting with that. When you take a look at the Dodgers, you had a chance to look at their scrimmage and stuff. What's something that kind of stands out that you know you're going to have to be ready for?
On offense, we know that they want to touch the edges and they want to get outside and they want to get in open space. So that's where our defensive scheme, as long as everybody knows who their responsibility is and who they're key in every play, and as long as they execute it, then I think we'll be okay. Offensively, the big thing is just making sure that we take care of everything from the middle out. Not giving those inside gaps, and making sure that we don't give up that pressure so that we can run our stuff the way we want to, okay, from the inside to the outside edges.
Injury report-wise, everybody healthy from last weekend with that scrimmage?
Yeah, we're sitting pretty good right now. I mean, I know we don't have great numbers, but I know that there's some people that are struggling more than we are. But the nice thing is that right now, week one, we're full go right away.
That is great to hear. We wish you the best of luck. Austin, thank you so much for taking the time out here, and we're ready to cheer on the Blackhawks tonight.
All right, thanks, Ed.
All right, that's Austin Jones, the new head coach here for the Viroqua Blackhawks. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. So as we take a look here, as we come back, knowing that both these teams looking to start to rebuild a tradition that has been long since coming. Last year, the Blackhawks having a bit of a tough time with things, but got the games in and were able to, have some positives take place. And that's what they're hoping to expand on here under head coach Austin Jones. We want to say thanks to Cashton Building Supply, Cashton Building Supply and CBS Design. Kevin Kirking, along with his daughter Courtney Kuzi. Stop in, get everything that you need for your home, agriculture, or remodeling project. And once you get the supplies, as you get those supplies, have Courtney help you out when it comes to 3D designs. Let's take a moment here now for our national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nathan Randall with the national anthem. Boy, what a nice job he did with that. That was excellent. Haven't seen him for a while. In fact, seems like about the only time we see him now is here at Viroqua football games. But again, terrific job there by Nathan Randall. Bobby Johns of Cashton helping us out tonight. Call ahead for noontime lunch orders, 654-7611. Sue and the gang at Bobby Johns. Hope to see you soon. And don't forget their Friday night fish. The Bank of Cashton helping us out once again. Thanks to Scott Wall and his terrific crew. Take a look at the Bank of Cashton. Of course, now in their new facility. Personal banking options for you. Checking, savings, management tools of many sorts. CDs, investments, and, of course, insurance options as well. And our thanks going out to ADRC, the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County. Well, I usually have a contact person, that is Trish Clements, but you can call anyone there and they will be happy to help you out. Take a look at all that they can do from housing, SSI, assisted living, financial assistance, mental health, and so much more. 637-5201. And our thanks going out to your Star Certified agent in Phil Strand with American Family Insurance, located in Viroqua and Westby. It's the family that you choose. Well, as we take a look here and get ready to get things rolling, the Blackhawks were introduced as a team. That was pretty, I mentioned this last night, excuse me, when we were at Ithaca, the Cashton Eagles picking up a win. Both the teams came out as introduced as one, and I just thought that that was pretty neat. And it doesn't really matter if it's individual or if it's a team, but that's just kind of something that I always enjoy a little bit, and knowing that you're trying to get that camaraderie going. Well, let's take a real quick break, and we'll come right back here as we'll take us a short pause. And back we come. Ethan Solberg will tee up the football. We'll take a look and see if we can catch who the deep men will be for Dodgeville. Looks like, I want to say one of them was number 7, and that is Matthew Pitts. He's a junior, and on the far side, that looks to be number 9 in Jack Hymir. Could be Hymiri. Well, here we are with the tee up. Solberg has the whistle. Here's the approach, and it's a kick. It's going to come down short about the 25-yard line, and bringing the ball forward is going to be stopped at about the 34. So a 5-yard, maybe 7-yard return here. That was number 69 in Chase Forsyth, a junior, who is typically a lineman. He was able to bring the ball forward for some positive yards, and they'll place it just off the mark, off the 35. Quarterback here is Brush. We'll pick up the backs. Here's the second man through, and that is going to be number 7 with a good carry in Pitts. So Pitts, one of them that we're going to keep an eye on. And we'll try and catch the other running back in there. They're going to rotate people in and out. Coming out of the ballgame was Grant Roll, and bringing the play in was Harrison Helen, a senior. Well, that has got to be one of my friends from a long time ago. My goodness, Harry Helen, who was an official for wrestling for many years. There's a nice play. Wow. Breaking through and snagging Pitts for a big-time loss. That was Oliver Pelak. So Pelak coming up with the big tackle. That was a loss of about at least 5 on the play. Talk about getting in there big time. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we're going to call it 3rd and a long 6. defense. Now they're going to get the ball back as Pellick broke through. Somebody else on that far side trying to help out in there. Might have been number 80 and Owen Zom, a sophomore tight end and defensive end. So back to 3rd and 2 it goes. And that was a tough one there. Now they're going to have to try and regroup and see if they can't get another good stop. They'll split a man out here on the near side. That is number 3 in Garthwaite. Put a man in motion. It's a shot up the middle and a good stop on the initial hit. But powering forward, that's number 42. And, of course, we don't have a 42 on there. Wouldn't you know? That's a tough one. Solberg in there on the tackle. And it's close enough that they're going to take a measurement right off the bat here. See if they are going to be in a 1st and 10 or a 4th and short. We'll bring the camera right down on top of it, and they're going to be just short. Boy, you're able to put a feather in between there. So 4th down. Let's see if they bunch the lines up on the 45-yard vicinity there. Couple of inches, if that. Pick up the 1st down. Well, it's tough. We don't have number 42, so we'll try and catch that maybe during a timeout or the quarter break. Here's a handoff. Oh, nothing happening there. Solberg, they reach out, but I don't know. I think he's short again. They're going to put the ball back even further than before. It's 1st and 10 going the other way. The Viroqua Blackhawk defense holds. So the Blackhawks are able to hold here. We say thanks to the Cashton Farm Supplier, Ernie Peterson and his great crew. Custom packaged fertilizers for all of your organic planting needs. And don't forget, when it comes to in the fall, they'll help you out with any kind of fertilizers and that kind of thing that you might need a little bit later on. Here's a play and a tripping them up here, trying to get ahead of steam up. That might have been Ferget. Benny was getting up ahead of speed, and somebody knifed in and caught him at the ankles. That was actually Austin Winker. Tell you what, he showed some pretty good get up right away there. But unfortunately, somebody got him at the ankle. He dove forward for another yard or 2. Good job there by Austin. Here's a snap, and boy, got to the 40 and got stood up, and then somebody came along and able to make a pretty good hit here. Winker picking up maybe a half a yard at most. Ethan Solberg doing the quarterbacking. We're going to keep an eye on Benny Ferget, number 8, as well as number 20. Pellick, number 2, is the up man. Here's the pitch to Winker. He gets a good job of regripping the football, and he drives forward, and he got popped pretty good on that one. He's a little slow to get up. 8:44 to go here, and going to be a timeout here as Austin got sandwiched on that one. We'll take a timeout ourselves and be back in just a moment's time. In fact, why don't we do this? Let's talk about a couple of our sponsors while the trainer comes out and takes a look at Austin Winker. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op helping us out here. Don't forget to get a hold of John Maslevicek and get your order in for that premium Bear Mountain Fuel pellets. Hate to talk about that, but it won't be that much longer. What is it, about 3.5 months, I suppose, and we're going to have to start worrying about some of those winter heating bills. Coon Valley Telecommunications, high-speed internet, beginning at around $30 per month, depending upon your specific requirements, is Coon Valley Telephone Communications. Call Carol at 452-3101. Well, let's take that break, catch our breath here, and when we come back, we'll see how Austin Winker is doing. Austin was able to walk off the field under his own power, but it was not as crisp as one would like to see. We'll hope that he's not hurt too bad here, and maybe we'll see him again. Well, a hard count here by Solberg. Oh, and it looks like somebody from Viroqua moved. It looked like for a second they had somebody moving for Dodgeville in that interior line, and then the next thing you know, they're moving them back. A really, really good officiating team here tonight. Tim Lee's crew. And you'll see these guys at different times throughout the year. And they've been in the state tournament series, in the state tournament as well. Here's a good snap. Solberg with the kick, end over end. It's going to come down to Pitts. He picks it up on the bounce. Now it hits for the middle of the field. Now we're going to get a bunch of flags coming in. Whatever it was, the officials saw it at the same time. It could have been either a block in the back or, yep, that's what it was. Illegal block in the back. That's kind of the case in those situations. And it's 1st and 10 going the other way. Dodgeville, our thanks going out to Culvers of Viroqua. We thank them for their terrific support. And remind you of free Wi-Fi in the facility. And, of course, a flavor of the day each and every day. And they have some fantastic flavors, let me tell you that. Here's a bunch of flags coming in. One was right away, and then there was a couple more after that. Here is Mr. Lee, a block. I don't know if that's below the knees, block below the knees here. And that'll push him back. I would imagine that's probably half the distance to the goal line. Coming out of the ball game for the Blackhawks, that's number 50 in Gavin Goss, a junior.
Half the distance to the goal brings up 1st down and 14.
I didn't see who came in the replacement. Dodgeville makes a quick change. 1st and 14 now. 8:15 remaining in quarter number 1. No score here. They'll split a man out here to the near side. And now Viroqua steps through. That was number 73 and Carson Halverson, a freshman. Well, one of the things that you try to tell your guys, and it's just, here's a young man playing his very first game on varsity as a freshman. You got to be thinking he's geared up. Keep an eye on the ball, and when the ball moves, then you move. Here comes a play, and giving chase, somehow getting out of it was Bush, and he had his man wide open. He overthrew the intended receiver out there was number 3 in Garthwaite. Well, he was by himself, and he had himself 6 points, most likely. But Bush was under a lot of duress, giving chase in there. Number 55 in Jackson Hoyam. He was breathing down his neck. Bush in shotgun formation, takes the ball, turns, wants to hand off, and he does, and nothing happening there. Look at that. Pellick again coming in strong. He had some good help in there as well. That was 28 and Evan Curdy, sophomore. And Winker is back in there. Kemmerling Pellick coming up with a big-time play. 3rd and 13. It honestly looks like it's more than that. Bush dropping back from that shotgun. Again under pressure. Pellick almost got him. He rolls out, now fires, and it's incomplete. Short again as he was trying to get the ball to Garthwaite. and he just had no prayer. That was about a 5 yard short of getting to him. Out there on the side once again, and kind of limping off the field. That is going to be Winker. Still trying to get his hips back underneath him. The Dodgers drop back in punt formation, 7:22 to go, now a flag. They have 12 guys out there on the field. So there goes 59.
Penalty will be half the distance to the goal. Replay fourth down.
So dropping back and right on the edge of the back of the end zone, the punter, not in a position he'd like to be in, another flag. Let's take a look here as the ball comes down. This is going to be Frigate, I believe, and boy, look at him. He's able to scoot down that sideline. He gets down close to the 10-yard line. Frigate showed some good speed on that one. Now we have to wait and see what the flag is all about. It's going to be declined. It was on the Dodgers. Viroqua sitting in a great spot right now, 1st and 10. And let's see, we're going to mark the ball just outside the 10-yard line, put it on the 11. Thanks going out to Embroidery and More, Greg Danes, Amanda Coble, and all of the crew down there at 210D Swigum Road. Wishing all the best to the Blackhawks here tonight, the Norsemen down in South Wayne, Blackhawk, and the Cashton Eagles over the course of this 2021 season. Here is a touchdown run. Pellick all by himself, nobody touched him. An 11-yard sprint to the end zone. At the 7-11 mark, and Viroqua is out in front. Well, I don't know anybody touched him at all. There's a great fake in the line, and then it was just a matter of Oliver scooting along and making sure he hangs on to the football, which he did with ease. Viroqua will look for the two-point conversion. The snap, the turn, the handoff, trying to get to the outside. Not going to happen there, as getting pulled down was Ethan Dobbs, trying to move to that left-hand side. But the Blackhawks score here on that 11-yard jaunt by Oliver Kemmerling Pellock. And they're up on top of Dodgeville, 6-0. Thanks again to those sponsors as we continue on with tonight's ballgame. Evanger's Equipment Sales and Service. What a great place to go when it comes to steel chainsaws and other lawn care needs that you might have. Country Clipper with their zero-turn lawnmowers. Still plenty of time for that. Might even get some bargains coming up. Let's wait and see. Thanks to Mark Evanger, Evanger's Equipment, Sales and Service. Here's the up man on the short kick. Picking up the ball, that was Noah Pitts, a sophomore. He moved to the middle of the field, so he kind of went lateral on the 40-yard line and wound up being pushed back. They'll mark the ball at the 30, about the 37 or so here for the Dodgers. Dodgeville will come up to the line of scrimmage, trailing 6-0. Bausch, the quarterback, keeps it himself, rolls around now looking, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Giving him the little nudge over there. That was number 69 in Riley Prince. He did not pick up a whole lot. Fossbinder also over there on the help. We're going to call it, they said 2nd and a long 9. Let's just keep it at 10, if that being the case, because it is right on top of the yard marker, the chains. Bausch has a man in motion. He'll turn, fakes the handoff, trying to get to the outside. He pitches the ball. Oh, lucky bounce right into the hands of the running back. And here he goes. Still on his feet. He's going to break free, and he is going to be in for the score. Oh, my goodness. What a run there. The ball on that 37-yard line. The pitch went way out in front of him. And a lucky bounce for Matthew Pitts. It came straight up into his arms. He turned the corner, and he was gone in a moment's notice. Picking up the score and tying this ball game up here at the 6:47 mark. So they did not waste a lot of time there. About 24 seconds or so. 2-point conversion try. They're going to go with the pass out here, and they catch it right into the screen here. I apologize for that, but it was caught out there by Garthwaite, and Bausch just laid it up there, and it was a good connection. It's 8-6 now in favor of the Dodgers of Dodgeville. We'll take another quick break here. We'll take a look and mention some of those terrific sponsors. One of them right here in Viroqua, it's the Gunnarsson Viroqua Clinic, where health begins, comprehensive medical care. Be sure to give them a call at 637-3195. That's your Viroqua Clinic. And Main Street Designs, thanks to Leah Kroon, as I always want to say, and her staff, but she is the staff. Leah is going to take care of things her way and just does a terrific job when it comes to haircuts, perms, and I tell you what, you just got to love going there. She'll have a couple of jokes, and she's just a great person to talk to as she fixes up your terrific hairstyle. Back with more here in just a moment. We'll take a real quick break. As we come back, let's take a look here. Ready to kick the ball off. It's going to be Sean Riley. He's a junior lineman. Back deep, Ferget is one. I'm not sure who the other one is on the far side there. I was trying to take a look. Here's the kick. It's going to come down to the deep man. And here it comes breaking through the middle and a dive. That was number 5, I believe, in Caleb Meinitz. That was a nice return. He got down just about to the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. He dove forward and he slid through the 40, but his knees, they place it on that 39-yard line marker. Well, the Blackhawks will look to try and retake the lead here right away after they picked up the lead and then gave it up about 25, 26 seconds later. Here's a turn, the handoff, and off tackle, still on his feet, moving forward. That was Winker again. Well, he didn't show any ill effects from a previous offensive series where he had to come out for a few moments. Now he'll come out. I think they're going to have to platoon him, kind of let him get himself regrouped and then get back in there again. Sometimes you just got to do that, especially if you get a little bit of an injury or you get the wind knocked out of you. Here's a turn, and it's going to be a pass play, and it's a catch out here. Nice job by Ferget. Well, he was able to get that grab, and he turned upfield. It was a little too close to him, too tight on the camera. We got the injuries. That was when after he made the catch, and he turned upfield. Picked up another 4 yards on that particular carry. Number 1 in Grant Rowe was all over him. And he was still able to make the grab. I was a little surprised that we didn't see a flag being tossed. Here's a pitch to the far side. This is going to be Dobbs, and he's tripped up. On the 40-yard line, diving forward on the trip. And they'll mark it at the 39. Only a 2-yard pickup there as Ethan Dobbs trying to get around the corner before being tripped up. Dobbs is in while Winker is getting his, looks like he's getting a leg wrapped up a little bit. Now we're going to have a penalty here. False start here on the Blackhawks. That'll push him back 5 yards. Well, thanks again to Leah Kroon and for coming on board, being a sponsor. We appreciate that, just tremendous. We do also appreciate Main Street Mobile Mart right here in Viroqua, your family-owned, your only family-owned convenience store, and of course Synergy Mobile Fuel. Solberg up under center. Calls out the signals, going to turn, handoff here. This is Dobbs again, I believe. And that time he was, not that he wasn't before, but he was running with some authority on that one. He picks up, he gets down to the nose of the ball, nearly touching the 35. So give him a solid carry of 6 yards on that one. .409 and counting in the quarter. Here's the snap. Dobbs again turning. Now he gets stood up and pushed back. They'll give the forward progress. We'll see where they're going to mark that one. Going to put him a couple of yards shy of the first down. Nice run there by Ethan as he hits the line. He really is hitting that hole with a lot of punch right now. Trying to do the downhill running. Inside handoff, spin move, that's Pellick again. And he has enough for the first down as he puts the ball on the 30-yard line. So nice job there. Needed 2, got 3. 1st and 10 here for the Blackhawks as they continue that drive. 3:15 and counting in quarter number 1. Well, thanks to that great crew up there in Westby, and it's Nordic Lanes. Co-ed and men's softball action coming up. Next week it's tournament time. It's the championship round. 2 games left in each night, 6:30 and 7:30. Here's a pass play. Oh, nearly caught out there. That was so close. Just missed the fingertips. Nice little route there. Got to try and see. That was number 80 out there, I believe, in Owen Zom. Oh, I tell you what, they'll come back to that play a little bit later here tonight. You have to think. Solberg just missed. So 2nd down, the pitch out here. This is going to be Dobbs. He spins and he's brought down. Well, there was a bit of a hole early and then it just plain shut down. Credit the Dodgers coming up to make the stop. Trying to see who was over there on that side. It could have been number 56 in there. Brighton Judd, also number 7 in the linebacking core, and Matthew Pitts. Shotgun formation here for the Blackhawks, a 3rd and 11. Now we're going to get a timeout. It's going to go to the Blackhawks. Austin Jones wanted to talk things over a little bit with the 2:09 mark, and that will give us a chance to take a look at another one of our sponsors. So yeah, don't forget Nordic Lanes, Monday and Thursday. Head on up, 6:30 and 7:30. Some championship action softball going on in those 2 leagues. Co-ed on Monday, men's on Thursday. Premier Co-op helping us out here once again. You'll find them, of course, in Westby, Cashton, Viroqua, and surrounding areas. crop protection, animal nutrition, grain, energy, hardware, convenience stores. Just a whole bunch of great things that they're doing. And stop in at their Ace Hardware in Westby. Quick break, we'll be right back. What Coach Jones has up his sleeve here for the Blackhawks in a 3rd and 11. He'll put trips out to the far side in what looks to be a passing situation. Solberg turns, he'll fire inside, and it's incomplete. Trying to bring Benny Frigate back in from the outside, going to be cutting across the grain of the defense. But the ball thrown up just a bit high, maybe a little bit too much of a fastball, and it got through the hands of Benny Frigate. Benny's got good hands too. Right Choice Construction helping us out here. Shower enclosures, countertops, sinks, bathroom flooring. Tell you what, they can do it all. Stop in and talk to Rich or any of the crew members over there. You can talk to Holly and she'll get you set up in the right direction. Here's Frigate trying to get to the outside. He makes a great move back in. He's still on his feet. Look at him go. He is awfully close. He's got the first down. He got on the inside of the 20. He had to get to the 20 at least, and he did one better. And that was all Benny. A terrific run for a first down, and that got the crowd going. A minute 40 to go in quarter number 1. Inside handoff. Trying to do a little quick hitter there. That was Oliver Kemmerling Pellick with the carry, and he was stopped after a gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8. Ball placed on the 17-yard line. They'll go with those trips back on that left side once again. Here's the snap, looking downfield. Now they'll go inside on the other direction, and it's a catch. A flag. We'll see what the call is. It was a nice catch over there. That was defensive hold. It's going to be declined here. Frigate cutting back to the inside, and boy, I tell you what, that was a real nice play call there. 1st and goal now. Ball placed on about the 3-yard line. Solberg, a little bit longer count, turns, hands off, and breaking through for the touchdown. Ethan Dobbs coming up with the score. Tell you what, that was just a great job, offensive line, putting their mind to things and maintaining their blocks. And boy, Ethan was able to walk through that one from 3 yards out. That'll put the Blackhawks back out in front 12-8 with 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. Blackhawks will look to try and kick the extra point. We'll put the screen back a little bit. The kick is up, and it is good. That might have been Dobbs kicking the ball. A great job there by Viroqua. They will take the lead now at 13-8 with 31 seconds remaining in the quarter. We'll slip back here a little bit and take a pause ourselves here as the Blackhawks out in front by 5. Ethan Solberg teeing the ball up here. And his approach, end over in. He scoots by 1, and now Pitt's finally able to corral it, and he takes off, trying to go up the middle here. He headed to the middle of the field before he turned his shoulder pads. Picked up about 7, 8 yards on the carry once he decided to go north and south, so to speak. And the Dodgers will go 1st and 10. Well, checking, savings, HSAs, CD accounts, personal loans, school loans, all your personal banking needs coming at you from your friends at the Riverbank, Westby and Coon Valley. Here's Pitts. Wow, did he ever work his way through that defense, gaining about 13 yards on the carry and a first down. They'll get the clock running here, and they'll probably almost thinking they'll let the clock run out here, and that way they can get a little bit more rest, get some water in them. They'll take that break. That's what's going to happen. The whistle blows. That's the end of quarter number 1. The Viroqua Blackhawks picking up a couple of scores here, and they lead 13-8 over the Dodgeville Dodgers here in the opening non-conference ball game of the season over the Dodgers. Back in a moment. Dodgeville coming right up to the line of scrimmage here. They'll do a quick out pass. Garthwaite not going to get much on that one. Sticking right on his side. Trying to see who that was over there. There were 2 Blackhawks over there on the tackle. I think Jackson Hoyam was one of them as the outside linebacker. Trying to see if the other one, that might have been 69 and Riley Prince. As it was excellent teamwork on the tackle. Bausch, shotgun, looking, rolling here to the near side. Now he'll fire over the middle, and it is, nearly picked off. The ball bounced up into the air, and Hoyam nearly picked it off. Tell you what, Ethan Dobbs was right there. He was the one who kept that play alive for Viroqua. He tipped it into the air away from the would-be receiver, and that's where Hoyam came diving along and nearly had himself a pick. So 3rd and 8 now for Dodgeville. Pitts in the backfield. He's the deep man. Bausch under some pressure now, rolls here to the near side, and he is going to be brought down finally. Wow. He sidestepped 5 Blackhawks and finally able to get to him was Winker, along with 73 in Carson Halverson, the freshman. That was a good job by Carson. He maintained position as Bausch actually slipped by him, but he was able to make a good move and got in on the tackle. Staying with things. Dropping back in punt formation, Dodgeville with a 4th and 8. Good snap. The kick is away, end over end, and it's going to take a Viroqua bounce. Garthwaite comes in, and he finally gets to the ball. It's placed on the 26-yard line. It looked for a second as if it was going to bounce towards the goal line, and then it just kicked back. And that's where the Blackhawks will start things here. There was the illegal procedure, and they're going to have them do it again. Oh, I didn't see the flag, but there's been a bundle of them tonight. First game, kind of get those jitters out of the way. Thanks to Scenic Bluffs Community Health Care, behavioral, dental, chiropractic, medical. Tell you what, they got a lot of neat things going on over there. Cashton, Ontario. Here's a kick, and coming up, and nice job on the scoop over there. And they'll pick up the first down here. I believe that was number 9. I can't tell if that's a 9 or if that was 8. It might have been Frigate. If it was an 8, obviously, that's him. That might have been who it was. Benny with some quick speed out there. He'll split out to the far side and now come in motion. The handoff, inside handoff, second man through, nothing there. Dodgeville defense rising up on that one. Somebody broke free. That was 69 in Forsyth coming through for Dodgeville, making the stop. A yard loss on the play. It's 2nd and 11. A tight I formation now for the Blackhawks. The turn, second man through and breaking through. Look at this. And brought down. Whoa, I tell you what, that was a great tackle. That was a touchdown saving tackle as Winker broke through. It was number 20 against number 20. Taryn Backup just got his hands on the ankles, and I do mean ankles, of Austin Winker. He had visions of 6, and I tell you what, nobody would blame him for that. Taryn Backup just had the angle to get to him. First down now, off from a big run. Pitched the ball to the outside, and oh boy. Busting that one up, and that's number 42, who we do not know who that is. But he is, 42 is also a running back, and that's the second time, well, actually probably about the third time that we wanted to call his name, not able to do so. They say Backup was one of them, but 42 was there first. Well, back we go. 2nd and about 16. Here is Dobbs, and there's nothing there for him either. Jumping all over that one, that was 52 in Sean Riley, making his presence known. Solberg comes back in from the sideline, getting the play call from Coach Austin Jones. Blackhawks going the wrong direction right now, 3rd and 18. Here's the snap, the turn, under some duress, the throw, and it's caught. Nice grab over there. That might have been, was that Zom again? I think it was. Well, I tell you what, he did a good job of keeping the body, his body between the defender and the ball so he could come up with the catch. 4th down though, and about, well, a good 12, maybe 13 yards. So look to try and kick the ball away here and put Dodgeville deep in their own territory. Soberg gets the snap, high snap, he has a kick, it's low, and it is going to go out of bounds. And let's see where they mark it. Oh, it's going to be a short one for sure, down at the 18-yard line. So a little bit of a tough break there on that particular play, but still, the Dodgers have a long ways to go for a score. When you're looking for any and all kinds of trucks, stop in at Sleepy Hollow on the north side of Viroqua. Any of the 3 facilities, they have some great selections going on for you. Thanks to Levon, Michelle, and all the crew there at Sleepy Hollow. Here's a pass going downfield. It is incomplete. Step for step right there with them. That was that Benny? I want to say it was. Nope, that was Dobbs. But I'll tell you what, he was doing a great job. Now I got to double check there. I think that was. I'm going to take that back again. Sorry, folks. That was Andrew Fossbinder. Boy, what a great job. He's out there all by himself. There he is. And he was the Lone Ranger. And he stayed with number 3 and Garthwaite. Step for step. Somebody moved here. It's going to be a false start on Dodgeville. That'll step them off 5 big ones. Well, instead of 2nd and 10, it's 2nd and 15. And the ball on the 15, just inside the 15 even. Bausch going to turn. Oh, he bumps into his own running back, and that messed things up. And the Blackhawks take advantage there. Pellet coming in strong, making the stop. And now a timeout here by Dodgeville. They need a moment to regroup, as all of a sudden they've been going the wrong direction as well. It's at least a 3rd and 18. It could be 3rd and 20. We'll have to count that off in just a moment's time. 6:35 to go here. We'll take a break. Here we are with the play coming up. It's going to be a little swing pass caught by Pitts. He'll drive forward. It's going to be well short of the first down. Nice job on the coverage there. That was Hoyam. Tell you what, that young man's been all over the field. He's on that right side as an outside linebacker, and anything out that direction, he's letting people know that he's playing football. Fourth and 2. Now it looks like they're going to go for it here. A gutsy play call. They'll put Pitts in motion. Bausch coming over this side. He'll turn upfield. He'll have the first down as he is rocked. Hoyam coming in at the end. That might have been Dobbs in there on the initial hit. But the gutsy call pays off on that particular play. Dodgeville will keep the ball and the clock moving at 5:30 remaining here in this first half action. That first quarter took nearly 40 minutes of time. There's a lot of flags, timeout for an injury. Bausch dropping back, he'll toss over the far side, and there's a great play. Pitts, the receiver.
Pass is complete to Matthew Pitts for about a 4-yard gain. Caleb Mintz on the tackle for the Blackhawks.
Caleb Mintz on the tackle. Again, all by himself, and he was up to the task. Here's a ball tipped and nearly picked off. Mintz again over there covering Pitts.
Pass intended for Pitts falls incomplete.
Ball bounced up and behind Pitts, and Caleb right there, but his momentum was carrying him underneath the ball as it went backwards on him. That would have been quite the interception, wouldn't it? Well, Snowflake Ski and Golf, we hope all the best for Steve Clement and his crew down there. They took a pretty good hit again a couple of weeks ago with horrific rain amounts. And we hope that things are going better down there for Steve and the crew at Snowflake Ski and Golf. Here is the run. That's going to be Bausch with the keeper, and he'll have enough for the first down. Well, I'll take that back. It looks like they're going to be brought. He stepped out and then dove. That's what happened. He used a plant foot, and when he dove, he was actually stepped out of bounds. So 4th and 2 again here now for Dodgeville. The clock stops with 4:44 to go here in this first half action.
Watch the keeper!
The snap and a whistle. And let's see if that's going to go against Dodgeville. They'll talk that one over real quick. Oh, it's going to be encroachment there on Viroqua this time, so it'll be an easy first down. Dodgeville picking up the first down via the penalty here. No time moved on the clock due to the penalty prior to the snap. Dodgeville puts the man in motion, the handoff. Nope, it's a pitch. The ball's on the ground, and whoa, just able to get to it in time was Pitts. But a flag right here in the middle of the screen. We'll see who that's going to go against. A hold call. It's going to be declined.
Flag on the play. Signal was holding on the offense.
Bring up a second down.
Second down after the loss.
And about 19.
19.
Bausch in shotgun, turns, looks to hand off, he does, and brought down quickly. Pitts with the carry, picked up a couple of yards, but Pellick in there on the initial hit. Pitts bounced off from him and right into the hands of another Blackhawk. They'll keep the clock moving now. 4:30 to go in the half. Good snap. Trying to get away. Here's some pressure. He rolls off one. Still on his feet. Now is pushed out of bounds over here. Ferget coming up. And probably a wise move to take that step towards the boundary line. Bausch now finds himself with a 4th down and forever. 4th and about 22, maybe more. 23 they say on the board. I would believe that. So a punt situation coming up here now for the Dodgers. Dropping back is Ferget. for what he hopes to be a good return and good field position for the Blackhawks. Good snap, the approach. It's a high booming kick coming down. Frigate's going to get away, and it's a great bounce. It goes across right about the 30-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it. At the 20, make it the 32-yard line. So a couple-yard advantage there for Viroqua. Blackhawks holding on to a 5-point lead at the 4:05 mark. They'll look to try and put a drive together here, burn the time, and put a score on the board. That's a good combination. Here is a good little run coming up here. Boy, hard running right there. Not wanting to go down at all. Dobbs with a nice carry. Let's see what are they going to give him on that. Looks like about 8 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 2 now for the Hawks. Soberg turns, hands off, and no place to go this time. Dobbs taken down by a couple of players, one of them being Bausch, the quarterback, coming up from his safety position. The other one was Forsyth once again. Number 69, he's made his presence known tonight. He's been on at least a handful of tackles, and they've been big tackles for losses. 3rd and 5 now. Loss of 3 on that previous play. Soberg in that shotgun. Trips to the far side. High snap. He'll look. He'll lob it. Trying to get underneath, and it is incomplete. Oh, good try there. And a great job defensively. Got to give some credit to number 1 in Grant Rowe. Just as the ball was touched, he was able to get to the receiver, intended receiver, and that's when the ball disappeared from the hands. Well, not a lot of time went off on that one. And with 2:37 to go, I guess maybe a minute and 40 seconds thereabouts. But now Dodgeville will look to get the ball in what they hope to be decent field position. Soberg with the snap, and his kick is going to come out here. It takes a Viroqua bounce. Oh, what a nice bounce. All the way down to the 24-yard line. That was a nice kick and roll is what we're going to call that one for Viroqua and Ethan Soberg as they put the Dodgers 76 yards away from a score. As we return, thanks to Vernon Communications and all the great crew over there helping us out tonight. And Tyler Gabelson with the Viroqua School Channel. Brought to you by Vernon Communications. Oh, that ball's popped up and it's picked off. A big-time fumble. And let's take a look. Is that Hoyam? It was, what number was that there? There he is. Number 50, I believe. Yes. He was getting some high fives. Gavin Goss. That ball just shot up into the air. And when everything was said and done, Goss had it in his hands. He fell forward, and the ball is going to be placed on the 28. Looks like the 28-yard line. Here's Viroqua with an opportunity now. Soberg turns. Here's Winker making a couple of moves and then runs into a defensive back in Garthwaite. But a nice pickup there by Austin. He gets the ball inside the 25, near the 20. Going to mark it at about the 22. Second down short 3 for the first down. Ball is fumbled, and Solberg dives back in. Now we'll see who has it. Ethan was able to recover. As he was stepping back, the ball just slipped out of his hands, and they'll try again. All right, there we go. Solberg will turn inside handoff. Pellick spins for some extra yardage. Let's see where they place the ball. Going to be close to the first down, but just shy. It'll be 4th and inches. I'm surprised they don't ask for the officials to check it, and now they will. I kind of wondered that because, boy, I tell you what, that was awfully close there as to where things were at. The placement of the ball. Well, let's zoom in on this one, folks. Yep, just shy. How about that? Mr. Deans has some pretty good eyes out there. So, 4th and inches, and we do mean inches. Timeout here, though, by Viroqua. They want to talk things over with 59 ticks left on the clock here in the first half. This is a good time to take that timeout. We'll do the same. 4th and inches as they come out of the timeout right out to the game. Inside handoff here. Pellick has the first down. Look at this. He is in for the score. That quick hitter once again. And Oliver Kemmerling Pellick scoots in from about 19 yards out for the score. I think officially they're going to say it was an 18-yard touchdown run. Holy smokes. That was pretty good. Can't go wrong with that one. Now Viroqua will look for the extra point here again. Kick is up. This one is going to be short. Is it? No, is it good? He said it was good. Wow, it just got over that crossbar. I thought from the angle it wasn't going to make it, but it did. And the Blackhawks out in front now by a couple of scores. It's 20-8. And they'll be kicking off in just a moment. set up to kick off. Ethan will wait for the whistle as the officials get set. Picking up that touchdown and the extra point kick. Again, it's a 12-point advantage with 51 seconds remaining. 20-8. Here is the reverse. They'll get the ball to the far side, and a couple of good hits in there, and finally wrapping them up. The runner making a good move, and it's going to be stopped right around that 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 here. Dodgers, they'll look to try and score quickly with a little bit of time remaining here. 43 seconds. The clock will go. Dropping back, the throw downfield. He has his man. Garthwaite, look at this, still on his feet, diving forward. At the last moment, tripping him up was Pellick. I believe that's who it was over there, or was it, no, it was number 5 again in Mintz. Timeout by Dodgeville. 34 seconds remaining. They bring the ball all the way down to the Viroqua 17-yard line. Thanks again to Vernon Communications since 1951, bringing the area the best technology available. Here's Bausch rolling to the far side. Now stopping, he'll reverse, now throws the duck up into the air. It's knocked around and incomplete. Holy smokes, that ball was up for grabs. 2 Dodgers and 2 Blackhawks, all 4 battling, and it falls incomplete. That might have even been in the end zone. It was that close. And we'll see now if it was not a timeout. Bausch gets the play call from the coaching staff. And they'll quickly come up. Bausch dropping back. Ooh, sidesteps a would-be tackle. Now he's taken off. He has a chance for the end zone, and he is very close. Did he get in? He did. It took a moment for the officials to confer, and they're going to say he dove in at the last possible second before he stepped out of bounds. And with 15 seconds remaining in the half, Dodgeville picks up a touchdown. And now we'll take a look here. They will decide if they're going to go for 2. Well, we're going to get there we go, got our camera squared up, and they're going to come up to the line of scrimmage, and they will look for 2. Bausch looks, he'll fire downfield. It is caught. Garthwaite able to run underneath that one as Bausch lobbed it up into the air. And Garthwaite, with a good stride and long arms, able to pull down the reception for 2. 20-16 is your score with 15 seconds remaining. We'll come back. Here's a quick break as we have the kickoff looming. Riley sets the ball up. Here's the approach. The ball coming down. It'll take a bounce. Ferget will look to pick it up. Now look to try and find some open room. Oh, and a couple of nice little moves. Has some space, still on his feet, trying to get to the outside. There he is. He's making another move. Twice, 3 times. 1 more to go. Spin move, trying to keep the ball alive. He's brought down as time runs out. Oh my goodness, what a run by Benny Ferget. Tried to break 1 man, and the very last one was able to make the stop as Benny had no place to go on 1 more move. What a terrific way to end the halftime here with a 20-16 lead, but it would have been even more impressive if he could have made it all the way back to the end zone. What a run. 2016 your score. We'll take a break as they will put the 15 minutes up on the board, and we'll do the same. We'll have that break in here as the Blackhawks will walk down to their portion of the end zone, start talking things over and game planning here for this second half. Glad to have everyone on board. We hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of non-conference football as the Viroqua Blackhawks host the Dodgeville Dodgers, and they lead 2016 at the half. Welcome back to second half action here at Viroqua. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC. We have a really good ball game going on here. The score at the half, 20-16 in favor of the Blackhawks. Riley will set the ball up and ready to kick off. Here's the approach. Ball coming down to the Blackhawks, and it bounces away momentarily from the deep man. We'll zoom in here just a little bit and see who that was. That was Fossbinder. And tell you what, good job just hanging on to the ball as the Dodgers converged in a hurry. So 1st and 10 here for Viroqua as they look to try and get something started here in this second half. Quarter number 4. Still down the road. We're on 3. 40 minutes. It was crazy. It was a 40-minute first quarter, and you just don't see that very often, but there were a ton of flags. I think somebody said there was at least 9 penalties being called. Here's the opening run, trying to get to the outside, and that was Ferget, and bringing him down, that was Garthwaite, who was your receiver, but boy, I tell you what, he did a nice job there of coming up from his safety position and putting a quick stop there on Benny Ferget. Last thing you want is for him to get up ahead of steam. I think the Dodgers found that out on that last play on the kickoff that ended the half. Here's an inside handoff, and Pellick has been running that one pretty well. Kemmerling Pellick picking up the yardage here, positive. Looks like it's about 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Opening moments here of quarter number 3. Blackhawks looking to try and put a drive together here. We'll talk about one of our sponsors in a moment's time. Here's the pitch to the outside. Nothing happening there. That was Ferget, and somebody got in tight and brought him down right around the hips. Thanks to Vernon Manor Healthcare. What a place to go when it comes to rehabilitative care. Amanda Huff and her team are professionals. They really know how to take care of you. They treat you as if you're family. Stop in there. It's been, well, it's renovated now, about probably 4 or 5 years ago. But tell you what, they just do a tremendous job here on the north side of Viroqua. Well, it's a punt situation here. Solberg gets a high snap, brings it down. The kick is up, end over end. A fair catch is called and caught. That was Pitts there, able to make the grab. That wasn't an easy one, as it kind of spun him halfway around for a moment. He wanted to make sure that he was cradling that ball. So thanks again to Vernon Manor Healthcare. Our thanks also out of 110 Saugstad Road in Westby. It's Vernon Electric, your touch-tone energy cooperative. Well, I tell you what, they are being innovative. Check out as you drive by there all those solar panels. They're really working hard to bring affordable electrical energy to you, the consumer. Oh, I'll tell you what, big time play right there. Pitts had no place to go. in on the stop, trying to catch the other number, 69. And I don't know if that was that Benny over there? I don't know that it was Benny. But somebody, 69 is Prince. We've caught his name a couple of times. He's made some real nice plays. And that was probably the best right there so far. Pitts in motion. The handoff inside. No, it's going to be a keeper. And now the pitch to Pitts. And he spins to the 40 before being brought down. Over there on the tackle was Dobbs. Came along and held his ground and was able to sneak his way in and get the tackle. Brings up a 3rd and about 3, we'll call it. They have 2 on the board, but it's a long 2 again. Pitts in motion one more time. This time it's going to be a pass going downfield. Oh, they got their man and he overshot him. Boy, breaking free. That was that Garthwaite again? I don't think it was this time. We'll try and zoom in and get that number quick. It might have been. He is a dangerous receiver. That's who it was. Yeah, he had a good route. Garthwaite just couldn't run underneath that ball. Bausch put a little too much steam on it. So 4th and 3. And now they're gonna get Viroqua for the encroachment. That's a tough break right there. I don't know if you saw the body language, but the body language told the story there with Gavin Goss, inside lineman there, number 50. It didn't look like he jumped forward. It looked like he just kind of jumped up. But the official said he broke the line, apparently. So 1st down. Here's the out pass, and it's incomplete. That fastball high and away. That will stop the clock at 8:21. I think that's the other part of the reason why that first quarter and then hence after that the first half was such a long half. A lot of passes, a lot of incomplete passes, stopping the clock. And here we sit at around the 8:40 mark, just starting the second half. Now Pitts is a victim of movement. He just misheard the play apparently. So that'll step him back 5. Ball placed on the 40. And looks like they're just going to go with the same play. It looked like a pass play. Let's see if that's what they do. It is. Now he'll go forward, and he's going to be wrapped up. Oh, there's going to be a face mask on that. I would imagine that when Bausch tried to make a little bit of a move, it looked like his head stayed down. And if that's the case, oh, they're going to give it a hold on Dodgeville. Well, they caught a break there because it did look like Bausch kept his head down. Well, speaking of, Bausch might have himself a cramp, and they're going to take a timeout here. Oh, let's swing over here. Boy, that got blurry and hurried, didn't it, folks? 8:13 to go here, 2016 your score. We'll take that break and come back, see how Bausch is doing. Bausch did walk off under his own power. Now the question is, in this third down situation, we'll pick up on who the quarterback is. We'll see if it's Garthwaite. Nope, it's number 13. Dropping back, we'll get his name in a second. It's a catch, and it's going to be, that'll be enough for a first down. Got the ball to Garthwaite once again. Well, coming in relief is number 13 and Brady Jabs. And Brady, a sophomore quarterback, on the very first play, fires a strike for the first down. Well, you got to feel good about that if you're the coaching staff for Dodgeville. They'll come back right away again, staying in that shotgun formation. The turn, handoff is Pitts, trying to get to the outside, and a great job on an open field tackle. Coming up was Fossbinder, making the stop, and now we got a Blackhawk down, and that looks like a cramp. That's the tough part here right now, and we'll just kind of zoom back, take a look at our score, and we'll return in just a moment. Well, that was Kemmerling Pellick, who came off the field under his own power, but that was a cramp, and boy, that one must have really locked up. Those babies smart. Here's Jabs dropping back, the sophomore quarterback, firing downfield. It's intercepted. On the interception, now bringing the ball back. Here's a flag, well, another flag. My goodness. Saw somebody rolling along. I'm not sure who got the interception, if that was Dobbs or Fossbinder or who it was. But now the officials are going to talk things over here and see if it was after the interception. Well, they're trying to determine who the violation is on. Tim Lee going to come over and explain things to the Dodgeville coaching staff, which in turn means he'll probably be saying something over here shortly. Well, Pellick is coming back onto the field. There he is, number 2. Going to be a block in the back. That's declined. Another block in the back. That's taken. So a couple of penalties on the return. Viroqua will have the ball. Just not in as great a field position as they had hoped. Ball at the 24-yard line. 6:35 to go here in the quarter. Check that. It's actually against. The penalty was against Viroqua, and apparently it was before the interception. Oh, that was weird. Dodgeville has the ball, and they wind up with a catch out here on the 1-yard line or so. Well, what a turn of events this has been. There's no way that I would have guessed that it was Dodgeville retaining the ball, but they did. And then the very next play, the ball is bounced up into the air, and the receiver comes down with it. Bausch is back into the ball game. Quarterback turns, and he's going to keep it himself, and he dances in for the score. From 1 yard out, he is able to sidestep a would-be tackler, and he puts the Dodgers out in front 22-20. Well, just like I said, a weird turn of events there that puts Dodgeville out in front after it looked as if Viroqua had picked off a pass and were sitting in a pretty good situation. Well, they'll split 2 guys out to the far side, 1 to the inside. Bausch going to turn and fire, and it's caught, and it's a 2-point conversion to Garthwaite. That was rather easy. Garthwaite, a big target, able to bring that pass in and step across the goal line for the 2-point conversion. 24-20 your score, 6:23 to go here in this third quarter of action. Dodgeville retakes the lead. Riley tees the ball up. Here's the approach, and the kick heading down is picked up right up the middle of the field. Comes Benny Ferget, still on his feet. Now he loses the football and diving for it. Let's see who comes up with it. Dodgeville acts like they have it. They might. They do. Coming up with the fumble, number 66 out there in Alex Frey. Could be Fry. And Dodgeville, well, I'll tell you what, that's a kick in the gut, isn't it? Ferget, and give the young man so much credit because he is working hard out there trying to make something happen. And, you know, that last spin, somebody came in from behind and knocked the ball out. 1st and 10 Dodgers on the fumble recovery. Pitts in motion. Bausch looking now, pitches to the outside, turning ins back in is Pitts, and he's drilled. Ferget in there on the tackle, put a shoulder pad in. Pellick also in there. Second down. Gain of only 3, so nice job on the follow by the Blackhawks. Pitts with some pretty good speed to contain him. That's a good thing. Now a flag is tossed. They're going to go and encroach, check that false start here. Illegal procedure by the Dodgers. That brings them back. Instead of a 2nd and 7, it's a 2nd and 12. Looks like it's more than that, about 13. A bit of distance to go. Handoff in the middle and brought down solid. That was Rodell with the carry. We were able to talk with one of the guys up here from Dodgeville and finally got the name. Number 42 is Trenton Rodell. That was who carried the ball, and he was brought down with a slam, we'll call it. I think that was 69 and Riley Prince again. He's working hard. Pitts in motion. Rolling, now firing downfield. That's going to be well over the head of Garthwaite. He couldn't spin away. Good coverage over there once again with Mainz, number 5. He had him blocked off. They were looking for a little bit of a fade to the outside, and Mainz was keeping the receiver from that particular position. Garthwaite with no chance. Here's a punt now. Good snap. The kick is taken off. Boy, that one took a big bounce, but it bounced out of play. And Viroqua will have possession here. The ball, let's see where they're going to place it. They're going to put it right on the 20-yard line. Viroqua trailing by 4 points at 20-24 here with 4:21 to go in quarter number 3. A little faster pace, but then I say that and the flag comes out. That is probably the 3rd penalty of this second half. But this time it goes against the Dodgers, so Viroqua will benefit from that one as we say thanks to Vernon Memorial Healthcare. So much care, so close. stop in to the pharmacy here in Viroqua.
Fumble on the play.
Fumble, but Fergut is able to get to it.
Recovered by Viroqua's number 8, Benny Fergut.
That's the last thing you want, is to have that disappear, the possession anyways. Solberg picks up the play call as he broke the huddle to come over, and they signaled what they wanted right away. He pops back into the huddle, and here comes Viroqua. Here's the handoff, and nothing there. Dodgeville had that one staked out. Pitts in on the tackle. Bausch in there. Bit of a loss on that play, and it's a 3rd and 7 situation. Well, stop into that VFW. I tell you what, I was down that direction, and I let the folks know that we were going to be on TV tonight, and at about 20 after 4, and folks were already walking in for that Friday night fish fry that opens up. It starts at 4:30. Here's a short run. Going to bring up a 4th down in about 5. So that's how good that fish fry is, folks. People are showing up well before the start time of 4:30. There must have been at least 10 to 12 people. They were all ready to go. Well, here's a punt situation. Thanks to the VFW and Eric Sherry and all the crew down there. No one does more for veterans than the VFW. Here's the punt, and this is going to be pick up, and coming right up the middle and in. Lord, the boom. Who was that? Somebody came in and took him right off the turf. That was Hoyam. Oh, what a shot there. Good, clean tackle. Number 55, letting people know out there in the field that he's still playing football. Jackson Hoyam. First and 10, and Viroqua jumps. Again, trying to come up with something, make things happen. You can't blame the young kids for trying. I almost wonder if that wasn't the freshman again out there. Here is a throw going downfield, and it is caught. Oh my, and the score. We got a flag back here. It might be a defensive hold. We'll have to wait and see what the flag is all about.
Touchdown, Dodgeville.
I'm going to talk things over. It looks like it's against the Blackhawks. Well, that'll be declined.
Signal is too many men on the field for Viroqua. Penalty is declined.
Too many men on the field, they say. 1:44 to go, and a 10-point lead now by Dodgeville. And they'll come up to the line of scrimmage looking for the 2-point conversion here. Looking, now going downfield, it's caught, and right behind our screen once again, I can tell you that he backed into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. 32-20 is your score now, as Dodgeville has come back strong here in the second half. They have taken the lead and are hanging on to it, as well as increasing here with 1:44 remaining in quarter number 3. break in here. Here's the kick, picked up by Pitts, trying to get to the outside. He gets up past the 40, still on his feet. Now he steps out at about the, well, let's call it the 36-yard line in Viroqua territory. Well, I tell you what, he cut in front of his teammate. He saw something, and whatever he saw, it was the right choice. Sounds like one of my sponsors, doesn't it? Right Choice Construction. And I tell you what, Pitts put the Dodgers in a great field position here on a 1st and 10 at the 36. Next week we'll be right back here in Viroqua as the Brookwood Falcons come to town. That should be a good ball game. Look forward to that. Here is the carry by Bausch, trying to get to the outside. He does, and then he cuts back up, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards on that carry. That was a nifty run. Able to get things done. Well, the Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leanne Klum. I see Rob and the boys right down below us here taking in the game. They might be taking some notes here. Future Blackhawks out here on the gridiron. Thanks to Dr. Klum. Tell you what, it's always a great time going there. It might be hard to believe when you talk about dentists, but Dr. Klum does a great job keeping people at ease, explaining everything, and her staff very professional as well. Short gain on that one. In fact, might have even been a loss of 1. Brings up a 3rd and 3. The Viroqua Food Co-op. We'll check out their catering services. If you got a wedding or maybe birthday party coming up. Your organic grocery store. There's a nice job. Right there. Let's take a look and see. That was Pellick again. Well, if he's not making some noise, only a sophomore, if he's not making some noise offensively, he's starting to make it defensively. He's done both. Here comes a timeout, and I'm not sure who that was assessed to. Regardless, we'll take the break ourselves. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Shotgun formation once again for Bausch. He'll put Pitts in motion. Going to look downfield. Here's the throw, and it is caught. Threading the needle again. This time the catch is made by Grant Rowe, and the Dodgers move the chains once again. And they'll wind up the clock. Well, I tell you what, if they get a score here, that is just about the final nail. 12-point advantage. Another 6, and you're down by 3 scores. Here's Rodell, and he's going nowhere. Hoyam in there. Let's see who else was there. That was Pellick again, coming on strong. Thanks to Jay Vossetag and his family. Well, I tell you, the time of the loss of a loved one, it is just excruciating. And there is a family, the Vossetag family, that can help you during that tough time. Let them take care of the services and a celebration of life for you. Here is a big-time shot coming through, and guess who? Pellick again. He has just been an animal out there. Oliver Kimberling Pollock, the second big tackle in a row here. This one was a solo shot. 8-10 and counting. They'll snap it. Under 8 minutes to go. But it's 3rd and 20, so Viroqua, they need one more big stand. And now Dodgeville moves. That'll be to Viroqua's advantage. That'll slide them back. And they'll wind up the clock here.
You know that the concession stand right now, Brock's hot dogs and pizza are all $1. Brock's hot dogs and pizza, $1 at the concession stand.
Here is an interesting call. 3rd and 25. Bausch takes the high snap, dropping back. Now he'll move forward. He's going to run with it himself. He's got a lot of room. He's pulled down finally over there by Winker, and he might have himself another cramp. When he rolled through, that might have caused the muscles to tighten up. He'll stop the clock. Well, he's going to sit there for a bit. So he sits there. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Back with more action here, as you can see. 7:19 remaining in the game. Bausch walked off the field. Well, he was out of bounds, but he walked back to the sideline under his own power. Here comes Jabs, the sophomore. His first pass when he came in was a reception. This one is, just about another great catch. It just touched the ground, and it'll be 1st and 10 going the other way. Viroqua able to hold, and they'll take their shot at things. So that was a big stop here for Viroqua. If they want to have any kind of a chance here in this ball game, they really could not afford to give up another score. Well, the Westby Co-op Creamery and the new facility, their new store, right there in the heart of the Westby area, right behind the City Veterans Memorial Field. Check it out, a lot of conventional and organic dairy products. Here's a throw coming downfield, overshot his man. Trying to break free there was Fossbinder. Tell you what, that was not a bad pass. Again, Solberg has a nice little touch. He just extended it a tad too long. Well, in anticipation of a pass, we're going to kind of stay back here a little bit and see if we can pick up the receivers. And Solberg rolls around. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. And back he goes, and it's going to be a safety. And the Blackhawks will have to kick the ball away on top of that. So Solberg is stopped and dropped back for a safety. It's 34-20. Well, with 14 points, that might be a tough way to go as well. And on top of that, Viroqua has to kick the ball away. We'll take another break. It becomes a free kick here for the Blackhawks. They can decide if they want to, tee it up or punt it, whatever here. But this is going to be completed right around the 20-yard line. They start on the 15. He'll get a couple steps here. Solberg, here is the steps and the kick. End over end, going to come down. This is picked up by Pitts, making a couple of moves, and then is brought down quickly just as he got beyond the 50-yard line. Brought down at about the 48 First and 10 in Viroqua territory. Again, putting the Blackhawks in a situation where they really must stop them. Dodgeville could pick up a first down or two and essentially run the clock out. On the snap, the clock will run. You have to believe that they're going to be running the ball. Viroqua can maybe play downhill a little bit. Here is the run, and yep, they're going to bring him down. A loss on the play of about a yard and a half. Pitts had no place to go. They're going to put the ball right on the 50. So second and 12. The clock continues to move. They'll take their time. They'll wait for the official to start his motion. Now the hand comes up. Here's the play. Trying to cut across, and good carry here. And this is number 20, and this is another one that we didn't know, and we could not find out his name as well. But he picks up some positive yards, actually gains about 5. So third and 7. We're at 6:47. They're going to run a good minute and a half off here. Well, they might potentially pass here. They might run it twice. We'll see. They act like they're going to throw the ball. Bausch tosses it downfield. It's caught. And cradling that one, that was Rowe. That was a good pass, down low. Nobody was going to get it but Rowe. And they'll run another couple minutes off the clock at 5:07. The clock continues to move. Now under 5. Thanks again to those sponsors, the Westby Co-op Credit Union, our final one. Well, you deposit the checks with your smartphone, online, 24/7, banking services, all kinds of modern, up-to-date safety factors in place for you as a member. Thanks to WCCU, the Westby Co-op Credit Union. Here's a handoff up the middle. This is Pitts, and he's going to get another first down. Picking up that first down, and tell you what, that's going to run the clock down now at least to 2.5, but Viroqua wisely will call a timeout, trying to preserve some time and see if they can't get a stop here. Dodgeville coming up to the line of scrimmage. At the snap, the clock will move. It's stuck at 4:19 after the timeout. Bausch trying to get to the outside, and he'll spin. Third man will drop him. And Viroqua will use another timeout here, trying to preserve that time. That was a good defensive move, and they'll call that timeout, and I think that's only number 2. They should have one more left. Bausch will stay in that shotgun formation here. Looking downfield, he has his man. It's caught, and Garthwaite is in for the score. Ball on the 18, and they just shot a little pass right over the middle. It was kind of down and in, and that was enough for the score, and that is enough in this ball game. 3 scores with only 4:06 remaining makes it rather difficult. Viroqua had taken the lead here, but boy, oh boy, Dodgeville stormed back here in the second half, and they just put the old gas pedal down, and away they went. Now have a 3-score advantage. They'll lob the pass over, and it is incomplete for the 2-point conversion. Over there was Benny Fergit looking to make the stop. And the score now, 40-20, as we mentioned. Dodgeville will be kicking off again. Here's the approach, and the kick coming down, and it's going to be Fassbinder on the catch, but his knee was on the ground. Viroqua will take over on about the 28, or are they going to put it on the 30? 31 almost, all right. So they'll try to get something rolling here. The Blackhawks will. Next week, right back here again, Brookwood Falcons come to town. Looking forward to that game already. Here's a pass over the middle. It's incomplete. Zom trying to cut across the middle, and the ball just out in front a little too much. Game time, 7 o'clock. Here's the snap, the toss, it's caught by Fergit. And boy, I tell you what, that young man, he just continues to battle. He's going to be just short of the first down by a couple of yards. Third and 2 now. Solberg up under center. He'll hand off. And a stutter step move. Kimmerling Pollock able to get the first down. And a few extra on top of that. But the clock continues to move, so Viroqua goes right into their hurry-up offense. Turn the handoff here, and nothing happening on that one as down they go. Viroqua checking their plays on the wrist. Fassbinder will stay out here on the near side. Shotgun and the eye. Ball on the ground, picked up, thrown over the middle. It's up in the air and incomplete. Zom went up for that one. He took a pretty good shot by somebody. And they'll make a timeout happen here as they'll check him out. We'll take a break ourselves. Be right back. Knocked out of him. He was able to trot off the field under his own power, so that was great to see. Solberg out here. It's intercepted. Wow, getting up in the air was Rowe, and he comes down with it. And that should all but do it here with 2:49 to go in the ball game. The Dodgers going to come into town here and pick up a win over Viroqua in this non-conference tilt. Back and forth ball game in that first half. It was not the cleanest first quarter as about 9 penalties were called, flags flying all over the place, but second quarter much better, third quarter not too bad, and this quarter, not too bad, with the exception that from Viroqua's standpoint, they were having a difficult time stopping Dodgeville. Here's Pitts, and he's one of the reasons that it was difficult to stop him. This young man can run with the ball.
On the tackle for Viroqua, number 63, Brecken Peterson.
Peterson in on the stop. .225 remaining, and the clock will continue to roll here. Can burn off 35 seconds, probably 32 to 33 before you snap the ball. So in 2 plays, you knock off a minute. Then you put you down to about a minute and a half or less. Here's the snap. Pitts, he's going to get a first down as he is brought down at about the 35-yard line. So with that first down, the clock moves, 1:45, and I would think they could look at taking the knee here now. Awfully close to it anyways. They'll run this one down as far as they can before they snap the ball. And that's what they'll do. That'll drop him back 4 yards, but that's okay. Clock down to 50 seconds. They'll run it down to right around probably about 35. Well, they're going to do it a little sooner than that. Down to 40. That's all they needed. That will run the clock off here, and the guys out there on the field, they shake hands already, and everybody will start to line up and come across shaking hands here. Pretty good ball game for the most part when you take a look at the scoring. Both teams able to put the ball into the end zone. Dodgeville did it 3 more times than Viroqua. Final score once again, 40-20. The Dodgeville Dodgers come to town and pick up the win. They'll move to 1-0, and Viroqua to 0-1, and they'll host the Brookwood Falcons next week. Right back here, we'll return on Channel 6. We hope to see you here live and in person, and if not, we'll see you here on Channel 6. Thanks again to all those sponsors. Thanks to all of you for watching tonight's ball game as Dodgeville goes away the victor. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you right back here on the gridiron in Viroqua next week. So long for now, and have a